So last night's video was a bit of a off the cuff moment. I've been thinking of doing videos for a while, and the family car breaking down was probably the best excuse I could have had, actually. Yeah, so basically my life is 90% cars. There's always something broken or something that's in need of repair. Usually the most expensive car as well, to be honest. So yeah, the Jag, we suspect the fuel pump's died, so just to confirm, it's not just decided that the fuel gauge is completely inaccurate and it hasn't run out of fuel. What we're going to do is we are going to go get some petrol and put some in it. See if it decides to randomly fire up. I'm not very hopeful, but otherwise it makes me very awkward, and I have to end up doing about 6 different trips of about 12 mile each to make sure everybody gets to work and school. Yeah, so let's see how that goes. Gotta love getting up at 5 AM to try and test out this theory. So we're all filled up, let's go put it in the car, see how that gets on. Five litres of fuel. Fingers crossed. Because if not, I've got to drive from Otley all the way to Headingley. From Headingley all the way back to Otley. And from Otley all the way to Hare Hills, which is best part of 45 mile before I've even got my day going. So yeah, it'll be a pain in the ass, especially when there's going to be loads of cyclists, loads of traffic, and I don't have Bluetooth in the micro, so it'll be crap music and crap radio.
Phone not connected.
Nope, it's not looking good. So you can hear the fuel pump kick in, but then it doesn't fire up. Now the other reason that I believe that it's the fuel pump that's at fault is because last night I came and I checked all of the codes on the vehicle. I did a full code scan, and we have pretty much no codes on this vehicle at all, other than some basic like the low voltage style codes, and there's a couple of lambda sensor codes which are currently waiting on some lambda sensors arriving, but they wouldn't stop it from starting basically. Same with a crank sensor code, basically. If there was a crank sensor issue or a timing issue, I would expect some sort of code. Whereas fuel pumps don't tend to give codes. Same with fuel pressure sensors and stuff like that, and injectors. And as you can hear, it tries and then it stops. What we can do on this car with this machine, you won't be able to do this with your £50 code readers. This is quite an expensive snap-on machine. We can go into actuator tests, we can go into fuel pump duty cycle, and we can just run the fuel pump basically. What this allows us to do is to hear the pump working. Now, I don't know if you can hear that. It does seem to want to run. Excuse the suspect staying on the seat, that's the joy of children for you. Now, if you try and start the car while that's going, it runs for a bit longer. But then the test on the machine cuts out because you've tried to start the car, and we're back to square one. So I have a very, very strong feeling that we have a weak fuel pump. Now, what I'm going to do is, this evening, is check the basic wiring, which I don't think is going to be a problem because otherwise the actuator test wouldn't work. But other than that, there's not really much else you can do other than try the pump because we've no other fault codes. And the other reason I suspect that we have a fuel pump issue is because recently the car's had what I believed was a misfire, and what I now believe is actually probably the fuel pump breaking down slowly and giving us basically poor fueling under, like, when you're labouring the engine and making it pull harder. But yeah, so I think that's going to be the cause of this issue. So we'll also try and get hold of a fuel pump this morning. It's not an easy job on this car, unfortunately. It is a case of removing the fuel tank. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that because that's my evening after a full day at work. Spent underneath the vehicle, removing a fuel tank and fitting a fuel pump. Oh joy! So, when I was firing it a minute ago, I just heard it pop and backfire. Not something it's ever done before, so I thought I'd lift the bonnet. And I found that the airflow meter wasn't connected properly, so probably just not being pushed on correctly. And guess what? We have ignition. The strange thing is the fact that it didn't give a fault code, hence the fact that I thought it was a fuel pump, hence the fact that I've just wasted 45 minutes this morning. But it runs, so never mind.